the rendition of the two national anthems. A reminder of how they'll be lining up today. It's the same England side that had a slightly stuttering outing against France in Avignon in the warm-up game a week ago. As far as the backs are concerned, Sam Tomkins and Rangi Chase, the potentially mercurial influences in that back lineup. A first England outing on English soil for the Airedale-born, Brisbane-based Jack Reed in the centres. And a very familiar England pack, with the exception of loose forward Chris Hayton, an Australian who's qualified to play here because of his English dad. James, the first, second and third, make up England's front row royalty. Injury to Lloyd White and Peter Lupton have forced a reshuffle of the Welsh side. To say that Lee Briers is their focal figure is something of a massive understatement. And it's already a good-looking pack as well. The young Crusaders prop Gil Dudson has been linked with Wigan. 20-year-old Cronulla back rower Tyson Frizzell could be a handful today. And two grand old men of rugby league on either bench. Adrian Morley for England, entering his 16th season as an international. For Wales, Ian Watson.
He's got to go off me, that's the thing.
He's got to play. He's not fit at the moment, is he? No, Jordan James.
Marcus. We're going to wait.
One of the veteran figures really in this Welsh side as well, Jordan James. He's got a couple of brothers. Joel will be playing in the under-18s this weekend, Jamie in the under-16s. They were looking for a triumvirate of family involvement, but I think Jordan James...
There's a dummy run, Lee Briers. That's all you've got to do is step, put your weight on your left-hand side is enough. Tomkins takes the overlap, scores in the corner.
Something like that.
Well, it's that little mercurial touch that England were hoping for with the inclusion of Rangi Chase and Sam Tomkins, and it has given them their opening try. Kevin Sinfield, Mr. Reliable in terms of goal kicking.
Well, I don't think it could have been the worst start for Wales. First tackle, prop forward, taken off, lose possession, try in the first set of six. It doesn't get much worse than that, Dave.
So underneath their sticks, barely having had a hand on the ball, the Welsh team at the moment. As Kevin Sinfield prepares. Well, we've seen plenty of big kicks from Kevin Sinfield this season, haven't we?
Time off.
Grand finals, Challenge Cup semi-finals, all kinds of pressure situations where he tends to deliver. The more the pressure, the more accurate he becomes. And he's got a decent record in international football as well in terms of putting the ball between the sticks. Here he comes, but he's just hit that well wide. In fact, in the end, he didn't make a very good connection at all.
No, I think a bit of a slap on that one.
Right, no early starts. No early starts, fellas.
So it's almost a case of start again here for Wales, isn't it?
Yes. Start again. Good kick.
No
good defensive set. Now make them kick somewhere in their own half.
England leading by those 4 points to nil. As Briers puts boot to ball. Seemed to be a fairly squishy connection as well. I don't know whether it's very wet underfoot.
One there.
I think he tried to do that, Dave.
Go.
With a slapper.
Here comes Graham.
2.
Move.
12, another step. Wait. Go.
Two players around whom this England challenge is very much based on, especially when it comes to the arguably bigger challenges against Australia and New Zealand.
Very good tackle by Dudson.
Go.
Here comes Graham again. A shoulder in from Kopchak rather.
Left edge. Go.
Roby. Sinfield outside. Beyond the 40 when he gets the kick away, but was never looking for a 40-20. It's a chase back by young Elliot Keir, who's on his way to the Bradford Bulls next season, and he's tackled 25 yards out. Let's hear from Sandy down on the touchline.
Go.
Well, as Jonathan said, a very difficult start for Wales. Jordan James looks very, very groggy as he came off. They took him straight down into the dressing room to be assessed, but they haven't ruled him out for later on in the game.
Well, we keep our fingers crossed as far as he's concerned. Here's Dudson again.
I'm sure he'll come back on at some stage in the game.
Right here, wait.
There's a lot to look forward to in this Welsh side, there really is, and here's one of the reasons to have your mouth watering. Tyson Frizzell, the young Cronulla player, 20 years of age.
Good 10.
He's got a Welsh father and a Tongan mother.
Yeah, mate.
Could have played for about 3 or 4 different countries and decided in the end
here,
to pitch for Wales. Briers We'll have a look and puts it high. That's a good kick.
It's
spinning, which means it'll swerve as it comes down, which makes the take of Sam Tomkins an excellent one.
Yeah, well taken, good pressure by the Welsh players. And again, that's the difference. Quick play the ball. Although he was under intense pressure, Tomkins, just watch the take, the spiral kick. He gets under the tackle. Just watch how quick he gets up on his feet. Plays the ball. Penalty. And that's what Wales have got to do. You know, when you get the likes of Peacock and James Graham and Gareth Ellis running at you, you've got to control the tackle area and slow it down. Otherwise, James Roby will rip you to pieces.
Here comes Roby. Sachet to his left and Rangi Chase up to the line. Just keeping them guessing for as long as they can.
Wait. Go.
Yeaman. And this with a dummy run on the inside. The tackle is a decent one from Ben Flower.
On the line, on the line, on the line. 10, another step.
Roby again. Here's Peacock, the England skipper. Westwood with a step. Dragged down by Christian Roets. And a decent play the ball as well. Sees Roby move it wide. Here's Reid.
Very powerful, but a tackle not gone there.
Strong out here. Wales ball.
They'll be happy with that. Again, they were caught short on the right-hand side, but defensively got into position. Again, just watch James Roby asking questions. There's the tackle, loses the ball. Now it's a scrum. Just got to pick the runners up, I feel. Not get committed to stand off. There's a lot of dummy runners going through with England.
Wait. Put it in. Out. Ball's out. Ball's out.
So a chance for Wales to try to do something with ball in hand here, but they're having to start from very, very deep. That's the problem. Rhys Williams quick to play. And England's defence is up and in their faces again. Westwood working overtime. Reid's helping out too. They're in so many numbers.
Yeah, quick play the ball. That's what they got to do.
And again, it's an offload. So they have kept it alive.
I'm not sure if that was an offload, Dave, or just another dislodged ball in the tackle.
There's Flower who's wriggled up towards the 40-metre line. This is Breers again now behind the 40, so should this bounce out of play, it'll be Wales head and feed, which is why Tomkins is putting such an effort in. Can't get there. Lee Breers has pushed his side forward and gets the high fives, because now they find themselves in a real attacking position here.
That's a great kick. And that's the advantage. Lee Breers, a natural kick.
On the score sheet, and England lead by 8 points to 0.
He is a threat, isn't he? Every time he's anywhere near the ball, so elusive, deceptively strong. I'm sure the Australians and New Zealanders are just watching this player.
Well, he's the X factor, isn't he? He and Rangi Chase.
There's the late hit. Goes down. The ball goes the right-hand side. It's just a late run. Dummy runner goes through it. You got to get, you know, they've got to pick him up, Wales. There he is. You just got to shuffle out. Get the defensive line organised. They're attacking the fringes, and that's where they're getting the breaks from.
Well, it's an interesting reception, and it's an encouraging reception that Sam Tomkins is getting from the England supporters. He was booed when he played for England at Headingley in the mid-season international against the mixed other nation side, as Sinfield finds his kicking boots this time to make it 10 points to 0 to England.
Just watch it run again. It's just a simple run, dummy runner. You've got to drift out quicker than that. Christian Roets just a little bit too slow in going out. You've got to communicate, push out. It's just a difference in standard.
There's a wave of the hand from Lee Breers before launching another kick downfield. Sinfield safely after it, but put down by the skipper, Jamie Peacock.
And again, it's okay doing it in this game, but you don't want to be handing possession over to the Kiwis and the Aussies in that position.
Jamie. Come on, mate.
Can you call me Graham and then Roby?
Well, it's all about ironing out the errors, isn't it? The warm-up game against France last week and this opening game here, the Four Nations.
Yeah, and they've got to set the tempo. They've got to set the pace, England.
Well, it's another test for the English defence here because Wales have come close on a couple of occasions and probably deserve a try already. Budworth now from dummy half. It was shuffled forward by Aled James, who's on from the interchange bench. And it's England guilty of holding down. Far too slow, says the New Zealand referee.
What are you doing? Go.
Flower. Well, you can see how close the English try line is here and how much of a threat the Welsh are providing at the moment. Braycheck.
Chris off the ball. Go.
Budworth again from dummy half. Seamark. Now Breers. On again to the fullback Jones. Jones searching to that left flank and Rhys Williams. But England's covering defence is very efficient.
Yes. I think they've got to quicken the play the ball up. Wales have. Took an eternity to play that ball. Defence is organised then. They just drift across one-on-one. Ryan Hall just too big, too strong for Rhys Williams, forced into touch.
Right there. All the way in. James. Right there, wide. No. There, put it in. Sorry, mate. Didn't know you had for 6 there. Out. Sorry, mate.
Here's Hall.
Right one.
Well, I should imagine after very nearly 20 minutes, both coaches will be reasonably satisfied with what they've seen so far.
Yeah, I think so. As you said, a little bit rusty.
Jordan James on the sidelines, hoping to make a full recovery. Not a day to have an ice pack on the back of your head, is it? Chilly afternoon in Leeds.
That's 3. Release!
Here's Roby. Hayington now Morley, who's on the field.
4. Movement! Hey, Gil.
Statisticians divided as to how many caps Adrian Morley has won for England and Great Britain.
Sweet.
But he is closing in on the all-time record. Certainly he's the longest serving England stroke Great Britain player of all time, having made his debut back in 1996.
That's 2. Adrian! Go.
Tanya on the touchline has news. Tanya.
Jamie up now!
Just on Jordan James, who you saw earlier, has been sat out for a little while with the ice pack on the back of his neck. They're going to take another sort of 10 minutes to assess how he's going. I've got Lee Williams with me from the Welsh squad. Lee, how do you think it's going so far?
Yeah, the boys are in the game at the moment. All they've got to do now is stick to the structure we've been doing all week, and I think there'll be a close game.
Do you think they've come back well from the start? Obviously a very difficult couple of opening minutes.
Yeah, there's been a difficult couple of opening minutes, but there's a few decisions gone against us, I think. But if the boys just stick together, they'll be fine.
Lee, thanks very much.
No problem, thanks.
I think the one thing they have to do is just hang on to possession. You know, they're turning ball over. I know the hits are going in, but you've just got to secure possession, get a good kick in, and try and force the header on the other side. At the moment, just handing possession over to England and put themselves under pressure.
Lee Williams used to play for one of the best named teams I've ever heard of, the Aberavon Fighting Irish. It sounds like a good Saturday night out, doesn't it? This is a good Saturday afternoon for England because they have a third try. Kirk Yeaman of Hull sliding over. England finding their punch and finding that try line with regularity now. They lead by 14 points to 0.
Yeah, and again, they're attacking Lee Breers' channel. And Ian Webster on the other side as well, so that's where they're going. The Welsh defence, they're standing off. Rangi Chase goes across. Again, it's the dummy run. Too many numbers there. Rangi Chase goes from acting halfback. Dummy. There's dummy runner. It's just straighten up. It's just too easy. Too easy.
Going very well.
Penalty selection?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Serious?
Well, as we have been keep saying, next Saturday at Wembley Stadium, Australia, a game, of course, which you can see live here on the BBC. That will be the real big test of this Four Nations for England. with New Zealand a week later, but this, an opening encounter, is giving England much encouragement just at the moment. Kevin Sinfield looking to add the 2, has put it wide again. But it is 14-0 England lead Wales at the moment.
Yeah, he's not striking it that well at the moment, Kevin Sinfield. Just watch, Rangi Chase goes across, couple of dummy runners, but they just target Lee Briers. You've got to make a tackle there.
Right, no early starts.
You've got to number up, you've got to push across. There's no intensity or pace in the Welsh defensive line.
So Lee Briers with a restart again for the Welsh. Safely patched by Tompkins, and the drive led by Peacock.
One. Up, Tyson. Another step. Another step.
Here's
Go.
Roby. Now Adrian Morley. One of the best admired players in
2.
rugby league
Woo!
in the last 16, 20 years.
Out, 3. Up.
It's Coke Yearman who waits a dummy half. Taken on by Haynes.
There's 9. 4.
Twist on a turn by him. Roby again. Sinfield. Little
Who's
jab
going
kick
Welsh,
by
boys?
him. It encourages the chasers. Gives Danny Jones just a few things to
Neil,
think
thank
about
you.
as he mops up for the Welsh at full back. And
one.
Wales have to start
Up
from
now.
there. So a
Come,
decent
Danny.
set from England's point of
Hold.
view.
Go.
Making Wales start from very deep inside their own half. Making their task as difficult
Let's
as they
go. Up,
possibly
Robin.
can here, England.
Wait. Go.
Keir.
3. Up, Jamie. Wait here. Wait. Go. Well done.
But with that dummy,
there.
blind side rather.
Woo! Hold. Go. Last tackle. Graham.
Here comes the final tackle in the sequence for Wales. They've just about reached their own 40-metre mark, so a big
Outside.
kick required from Lee Briers. It's a
you.
decent one, but it's taken well enough by Briscoe, who will run back at that Welsh line and find them very willing in
That's one.
defence.
Release.
Robbie Paul, what you say?
On the line. Hold. Nah.
I will say this, that I'm really impressed with England's patience. They're just looking to punch the sets out and start playing Wales when they're in Wales half of the field. I will say this for Wales though, I think one of the aspects that they should do is look to try and put the ball out in England, just slow the game down, make the game play at their tempo.
Here comes Roby.
3. Lee, let go of the arm. Hold here. Go.
John Wilkin on from the bench was the man at dummy half as England begin to move it wide. There's Jones Buchanan, who's also on from that interchange bench, and forward comes Reid with a flicked pass which looked clever but finds Matt Seamark.
Yeah, again, punching holes in the defence.
Hold. Go.
Well, ironically, Jack Reid plays for Brisbane and Matt
16-2.
Seamark currently with Wynnum Manley, who are the Brisbane feeder club, so it was almost teammate to teammate here.
16 boys from England. 3. Woo! Thank you. Hold. Go.
Edworth again looking down that line side for any willing runners. Christian Royetts had the ball knocked from his hand.
Straight.
Yeah, stripped from his hand. As Robbie said, just slow the ball, slow the game down. There we are, Gareth Ellis in with the left hand.
Here's your mark.
That's a good kick to touch as well, because it's given Wales position now deep inside the England half.
Wait. Go.
And the original drive will be by Kopchak. He's tackled well by that English line, 20 yards away. Wales looking to wind things up here. Here comes Frizzell.
Good run.
Athletic effort by him, wanting to play it quickly, impeded by the English defenders. So a penalty and another set of 6 here for Wales.
Right, here's your mark.
Yeah, top goal, and if they have to just put a little grubber in repeat set. Kopp just caused the English defence problems with his quick feet.
He's having an immense game, isn't he, so far,
He
the
is.
Bradford player. Back it comes to Dodson, who could very well be a Wigan player very, very soon. Held up just a couple of yards out. Really encouraging position here for Wales. Seamark throws it back to Briers. Briers finds a run of Jones. Over the top, Keir. Well, he was looking to keep it in play and keep his balance and catch the ball.
And again, second tackle. You know, you've just got to finish your sets. They're going for it. They just think they can score any minute. I think Donny Jones looked for Keir, but the centre got in the way. But just build pressure, build pressure.
Wide here, Ring. Ring you wide, put it in. Out!
So England again looking to get away.
Next one. Move! Left edge!
Roby up at dummy half. And Tanya's got news again on the touchline. Tanya.
Out two!
The doctor's been on a couple of times to have a quick look at Kevin Sinfield. Took a heavy knock to his jawbone, and they have been on a couple of times just to assess how he's doing.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Here we are.
It's kicking game. Very important, of course, for this English side. Here comes Rangi Chase, little dummy on the inside to Wilkin, and off he goes, pushing away Priers, but they're hanging on desperately, and it's Ian Webster who completes the tackle eventually. Now it's Briscoe, surging inside to test that Welsh resolve. And this will be the last tackle. Sinfield kicking away. Rhys Williams underneath it, has caught it very well.
Yeah.
You'd have heard the thundering hooves.
Well taken on it. I just thought the kick was a little bit too far, but that was a difficult take. Over his shoulder, did exceptionally well.
Move! Here, go.
He would have known what was coming next, catch the ball and then get a big
That's right.
whack in the back.
Up.
But he held on grimly. And Wales are allowed to bring it clear.
Release!
Budworth out of dummy half.
So they've done well to get the 40-metre line there.
Swinging away to Briers. Briers helps it on its way to Webster. Webster's making the run. Now it's Elliot Keir. Keir thought about the offload, couldn't get it away. And it was a sixth tackle, so it's a handover for England.
This is the
Come on.
tackle, bang.
Here's the 10, Becky. Hey,
Just mistimes his tackle a little bit.
And that's why he got the painful knock.
One. Up, Gil! Oh, you're right.
Here's Morley, driving forward with real purpose.
Lost.
Knocked on. Just lost it in the tackle.
Too many errors now
Yeah,
creeping
I've got
into the
you now.
game.
Keep going, I've got you.
4 errors by Wales, 3 by England.
Yeah.
And that is the difference at this level, Dave, isn't it?
Hurry.
Well, the last time Wales won on
John.
English soil was back in 1977, when they won at Headingley in a European Championship game.
Out.
But in the 66 meetings between these two since the
One
very
there.
first one back in 1908 in Tony Pandy,
Hold.
England have won 48, Wales
Quick,
16,
Jamie.
2 have been drawn. So England very much the dominant force over the years.
Two.
But you've
Up
played
now,
in 1 or
Graham.
2
Right
Wales
side,
wins over
Adrian.
England, haven't you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beating England to win the European Championship.
Lost. Yeah.
Well, the ball has been lost, and it's given England possession back again here for Sam Tompkins to do his little hop, skip and a jump routine. No
I think
purchase, so back it goes for Ellis.
I think they're just, they're trying to play too much football, both sides. Just take it up the guts and then, just get it wide then. But they're just trying to force the pass all the time.
One there.
We need people
Up,
like
go.
James Gray to take it up.
Here. Hold.
Roby stands and waits. England looking to launch something here. Oh dear, oh dear. Mistake number 4 from an English point of view.
And I think
Get out of that rock. All right.
if you look at Australia, you know who runs the show. Thurston and Lockyer run the show with Billy Slater chipping in, okay? Same thing, Benji Marshall. At the moment, I'm not really sure what Rangi Chase and Sinfield are doing together. They should be directing the game from half-back, and they're not. Leave the forwards do their job, leave the half-backs do their job.
Out.
Well, it's been no coincidence that Rangi Chase's best season at Castleford this year has been under the influence of
One there.
Danny Orr,
Up,
who is very
Jamie.
much a general in midfield,
Hold.
isn't he, who's
Go.
led the Castleford side around, and Rangi Chase has been allowed to get on doing with what he does,
Two. Move.
winning the Man of Steel in the process, the
Well done.
Player of the Year award, if you like, voted for by his fellow professionals. So he must have had a decent season.
Go.
Can he turn it into English magic? That's the
Yeah,
question.
I think that's what it is. They've, he's had a great season, so has
Up
Kevin
now,
Sinfield,
James.
but they've got a gel, Dave.
That's two.
Dudson to his feet.
Mark it.
Seamark with a little ball to Frizzell.
Last tackle. Kevin.
That's 5 tackles completed. So here's the
Right,
last
guys, you're
opportunity for the Welsh in this little section of play. It'll be Seamark who puts it up.
Okay.
Sam
Play on.
Tompkins underneath it, caught it in the field of play. Ducks underneath the tackle of Seamark.
That's one.
Can't get past Andy Braychek.
Release. Hold. Another
Again,
step.
kick a little bit too far.
Another 10, you're up. 10.
Briscoe,
Thank you.
the winger, in to help his forwards.
Move. Here, wait. Go. Well
There's
done.
the take, there's the step.
Three.
Ryan Hall, the latest to try and push his way
16,
through here.
16, another step. Thank you.
Roby, Graham,
4 there. Move.
Roby again. England looking to try and roll on if they can, and now Jones Buchanan taking a clattering hit in the first instance from Gil Dudson. But up he gets. Tompkins, Sinfield again. Again it's the kick, looking for the touchline. Scampering across goes Danny Jones. Carefully watches and collects. England chasing in numbers, so Keir's looking for a less obvious route away.
Next one.
Can't find it.
Go.
Wales remain very much penned inside their own half here.
Up now, 2. Up now. Sorry, boys, bad break. That's 3.
Decent
Gareth,
work by
up now.
Budworth, these days playing with the Mackay Cutters in the
Wait.
Queensland Cup in Australia. Neil Budworth, but born in Wigan.
4 there. Up now, Graham.
Again, see if they can complete the set now and get a good kick in.
Here's Williams.
Last tackle. Jamie. Go.
Breers.
That's what we've got to do.
Thank you.
Slow it down, take the scrum,
Yeah,
kill
I
the
can.
clock.
It's gone in and out. Really bad static. Yeah, I've got you both.
Tanya
How
on the
about you?
touchline. Tanya.
Yeah, I've got Carl Ablett with me. Carl, what do you make of England so far?
Yeah, I think we started well and we built some pressure and we scored a few nice tries there. But in the last few sets we've had a few unforced errors. So you know, if we can keep them to a minimum and then get down there into the field, I think we can score some more points.
You rearranged your stag do, by the way.
Yes, unfortunately I had to, but I've had a good time in camp and hopefully I'll get an opportunity in this tournament. So looking forward to it.
Thanks, Carl.
Thank you.
That is stag do arranged last week. I was in Vegas or something, wasn't it?
Another step.
Jamie Peacock has
Go. Well done.
been joking that he's one of the tightest men in the camp, Carl Ablett, so it probably saved the money of his mates by cancelling his stag do. They went, but they didn't have to buy his rounds.
3.
England making progress 40 yards away from the Welsh line.
No.
Just a little delay in the play the ball. Eventually
You're good
comes.
now.
Here comes James Graham.
Last tackle.
That was tackle 5.
Keep coming here.
New Zealand referee barking out the orders again as England look to prosper here. Rangi Chase with a little kick. Carefully watched by Keir, sliding dangerously to his in-goal area. But the referee's deciding he was tackled in the field of play and then pushed back. So the penalty goes Wales' way.
Yeah, dragged him back. Again, little kick. There's the kick, lovely kick. It's the tackle, then he's forced back.
So the clearing kick and the tap restart for Wales. Just over 20 yards away from their own line. So Devorty, know that he and his teammates have got plenty of work to do here. Here's Braycheck.
Jamie!
It's a bit of a Welsh chant going up around. Makes you feel at home, Jonathan.
3. Move!
Your last ever Welsh game was in, well, last ever game of rugby league was in Welsh colours, wasn't it? As Wales
Yep,
looked to move it wide.
semi-final, 95.
It was a World Cup that featured one of the best games of rugby league I've ever seen. Western Samoa against Wales at Swansea. And I think anyone who was there will tell you that was quite a night.
It's a physical game.
Here's Webster for Wales. Elliot Keir on his outside with a step back. There was a little channel there momentarily, but Wilkin made sure it was closed with a covering across. Webster now. Here's Breers. Breers searching for the weakness on the right-hand side. If Hall can get up there, he can. It's a terrific take. Fingertips at the stretch.
Great take. He's a very big lad, Ryan Hall. Very good under the high ball.
So Rui tries to blast his way away.
2. Gil, move off the arm.
3 minutes of the half remaining.
No.
Yeah, we're going to hang on in now. 14-0 will be a good score for Wales at half-time.
That's 3. Up.
You know, especially with the mistakes that they've made and they've put themselves under pressure.
Graham to Rangi Chase. Chase with a good swift ball. And now Kirk Yeaman
Good
trying to
tackle.
purchase a little room for Briscoe.
4.
Wilkin. Not from dummy half, and he'll have a little go now at
Last
this
tackle.
Welsh
Keep
line.
coming,
But
keep
Alec
coming.
James came flying
Here.
in and grabbed him
You're
round the hits to make him an easier target for his teammates. Jones picks up. Oh, and a good cover in again by Gareth Ellis.
Done
But the
well.
Welsh somehow finding a way through.
Yeah, took the hit very well.
White, go.
Again, just complete the set.
2. Jamie!
It's an interesting character. Christian Royts playing with the South Wales Scorpions at the moment, but a few good judges suggested he could have gone higher up the rugby league ladder, but he does have a good job outside the game. He's a sales rep with a brewery in South Wales.
Play the ball, play the ball.
He is 31 as well, so he's probably left it a little late. Here comes Dodson, who's at the other end of the scale, 21, very much making a career for himself out of rugby league. Chip forward by Seamark.
Kick is on, put him on.
Good take by Tompkins. And a good chase by Seamark, but he hasn't made it count. And Tompkins does make teams suffer if the tackle isn't good. And Ryan Hall, with a bludgeoning run of his own, up towards the halfway line, the offload. The scruffy hands. Maybe didn't need the gamble there from Ryan Hall.
Just trying to play too much football. The execution isn't good. Great play by this man once again, Tompkins. I think he's trapped, steps, and goes back. Then the overlap.
He's all right.
Ryan Hall's away.
He's sweet.
He comes inside.
Yeah, he's coming now.
There was no support there. And then the miracle ball once again knock
All the way
on.
in, lock. All the way in. Pack it and put it in. Put it in. Out!
Seamark to feed and picks it up, and Royts, the man on that left-hand side.
That's one. Up,
South
Kevin.
African by birth, went to Wales for an adventure.
Go. That's all right. Held
Suddenly
that.
found one, hasn't he? Here's Dodson again.
2. James off the ball.
Something the tourist board could use that, isn't it, in Wales? Come to Wales for an adventure.
Yes.
You've been involved in one or two
That's
over the
3.
years.
Gareth! Wait here. Go. Well done. Good 10, fellas.
Budworth swinging it back to Seamark again. Now Breers just steps
That's right.
inside Jones Buchanan and Morley, his Wellington teammate, but
Release.
James Graham was standing and waiting.
Go.
Budworth to his left. Braychek helping it along. Seamark gets it away. Royts now into the arms of the welcoming Jack Reed, who rolls him out of play. It will be the final act of the first half. There's been some stuff to savour, some stuff from both sides they'd rather forget.
Yeah, I think the mistakes, it's such a horrendous start by Wales. First set of 6, a try. They've settled, but, I think they know they're not going to win this game, and they've got to play to their limitations, not turn the ball over, finish their sets, and get a good kicking game in. Whatever.